Hello, it is Callum Hoskins here for another video. Today, if you haven't watched the earlier one, I did the England squad announcement, but we're going to finish with England for a little bit until I decide to do another video about it. But today we're just going to sum up this week's of English football from Premiership to Championship to League One and League Two. So we're going to start off with the Premiership, and we're going to start off with the early kick-off, which saw Newcastle United, obviously because I'm a Derby fan, Steve McClaren, ex-Derby, take on Arsenal at St James's Park. It was a 12:45 kick-off, and it saw Arsenal win that game by 1-0 with a Colaccini 52nd minute own goal. And Mitrovic in the 16th minute got sent off for Newcastle United. It was a very saw it on. I didn't see this game on Match of the Day, but it was a good result for Arsenal. They obviously lost West Ham first game of the season. They beat Crystal Palace. So Arsenal are doing alright at the minute. But they know that there is still room for improvement, but they have got to win before the international break. Now we're going to go for one of the upsets of this week's fixtures. We saw Chelsea lose by 2-1 at Stamford Bridge, a 3 o'clock kickoff. It started off with a 65th minute goal by Sacco, so Crystal Palace were winning, and then in the 79th minute, Radamel Falcao came off the bench to score. And then not long after, 2 minutes after, in the 81st minute, Ward scored for Crystal Palace, and that is how it finished. A very, very disappointing result for Chelsea, but a very good result, pleasing result for Alan Pardew of Crystal Palace. That was a very nice victory for them. But there's one thing that I have to say about that game. There's one player, and Jose Mourinho mentioned it. There was one player who disappointed in that game, and that was Ivanovic. All the mistakes came from him. All of them. They were always down his side. So that is very disappointing. The next game that we're going to look about, we're not going to do all of them. We're just going to do a few of them. The next game we're going to look at is Liverpool versus West Ham. And Liverpool lost that game at home by 3-0. The first goal came in the 3rd minute by West Ham with a Lanzini 3rd minute goal. Then in the 29th minute, Noble scored. And then in the 52nd minute, Coutinho got sent off for virtually nothing. And then if that was for nothing, Noble's red card was definitely for nothing. He got sent off in the 78th minute. And then in the 90 plus 2 minutes, Sacco got another goal. So that was very, very disappointing for Liverpool, that game was. We're going to have a... That's it really for the Saturday one. But on the Sunday one, we're going to have a quick look at another upset, which saw Swansea City versus Manchester United. Manchester United went to the Liberty Stadium and they lost by 2-1, which saw Matt score in the 48th minute. So Manchester United were winning 1-0, and then Ayew and Gomez scored to make it Swansea City 2, Manchester United 1. I watched this game and you can't blame the strikers. You can only blame the people who were delivering it to them. The deliveries were shocking. Schneiderlin, Schweinsteiger were crap. They were so bad. They just lacked something, and I do not know what it is. Now we're going to go into the Championship and have a look at some of their games. If you want to know a lot more detail about Derby County versus Leeds, please go and check it out. I'll put it in the description below. So please make sure you check that out. We're going to have a look at the Brentford versus Reading game to start off with, which saw Sarr scored in the 17th minute for Reading, and then Blackman in the 32nd minute, and then in the 67th minute, Brentford got one back to make it 2-1 to 5, and then Blackman got the goal in the 90th plus 9th minute injury time. So there was 10 minutes injury time in that game. So we're not going to go through them all. We're just going through some key ones. We're going to go to the MK Dons game now, which saw MK Dons played Birmingham, which Birmingham City did indeed win by 2 goals to 0. It was a Gleeson 57th minute goal and a McJack's goal in the 79th minute. We're going to have a look at the featured game that we're going to be talking about today, which was Blackburn Rovers versus Bolton Wanderers. It finished Blackburn Rovers 0, Bolton Wanderers 0 at Ewood Park, and the only thing that really happened in that game was a red card to Divide. I think that's how you say the 90th plus 4th minute of injury time. Apparently that game was really boring. There were a lot of challenges going in. So that is it, really. So we're going to leave it there for the Championship. Now it's going to League One. The biggest one we're going to talk about is at Blackpool, Bloomfield Road, which saw Blackpool lose at home to Walsall by 4 goals to 0. So that was very disappointing for them. It came from, there were 4 goals, so Sawyers, Eldred own goal, Montham and Sawyers, which happened there. So that is what happened there. I'm only going to do one from each league. Now we're going to do one from League 2. Which game shall we do? We're going to do the Leyton Orient game against Bristol Rovers, which saw Leyton Orient win that game by 2 goals to 0, which was James' 23rd minute penalty and Simpson 45th plus 2 minutes added on injury time. So that is how that finished. So that is how it all finished. So there is going to be a break now. It is the end of August, so I'm going to go through and tell you who my player and manager is of for the no, I'm just going to do managers of the month for all of them. So we're just going to go to table for the. So my manager of the month for Manchester. I've already said now Manchester City, but my player of the month for the Premier League is Manchester City. You might find a lot of these are people who are at the top, but mine is Manchester City, and I'll give you a reason. They played 1-4, goal difference plus 10 already, so they are on a roll. Now we're going to go into the Championship League table. Sorry, I keep on looking over there. That's where I'm finding all my information from. My manager of the month it's between a few people. That it's Mick McCarthy, the Brighton manager, or Gary Rowett of Birmingham. And the manager, it will go to Gary Rowett, but they are sitting in 7th spot. They still are undefeated this season, along with Cardiff. And a lot of teams are undefeated, actually, but more. But I'm going to give it to the manager of Brighton. The League One manager I'm going to give it to is the manager of Walsall, and for League Two, I will give it to the manager of Leyton Orient. So well done, they are still undefeated this year. So there are my 2 videos done for today. So if you haven't seen it, I've done the England squad selection, so please check that out. I'll also leave that in the description below, so make sure to check that out. So guys, please make sure you like this video, subscribe if you are new, and then tomorrow I'll probably be doing more of an England video. It's going to be England and then like a club one. Then I'm going to do a Derby August review. See how that goes out. So thank you all for me. Goodbye, and I hope you enjoy the video. See ya.